Hey, it's Gary Cox, business and life strategist.
And we've got a real pro making $25,000 a day to get people fired up.
With us today is the author of Don't Let Others Rent Space in Your Head.
Gary Cox started his first business when he was 11. He was making $100,000 a year as a teenager.
Look forward to having you spend the time with me today. We're going to be flying to have some lunch with my billionaire mentor, doing some business things, and you'll really have a good time at this. Also, one of the reasons we're going down to have us meet a family member of mine. He's old and fragile, and we were going to fly and pick them up and then fly them to go to Miami, but he's so fragile, so we're going to have a car pick him up, meet him in Miami. We're going to bring a wheelchair. So, Bobby, you want to bring that wheelchair? So we're going to take the wheelchair down. We've got a couple people with us. Bobby, he's another pilot. We've got another pilot with us, and Brett's behind the camera, and we're going to rock and roll today. I know you'll enjoy it, so you'll see what it's like in a day with me today. Now, today we're not doing any speaking engagements. Normally, you'd come with me on a speaking engagement and some consulting that I'll do with companies. That's in here. I do a lot of periscoping from the cockpit and behind the scenes when I'm on the TV shows. Like I do the TV show The Doctor's Often. So definitely check that out on Periscope with me. It's really cool stuff.
3011 for Delta. Another address, you ready? 1 second. Delta crossing there. 990.
Alrighty, so we're out of here and we're on the way to the Sandals headquarters in the United States in Miami. So that's where we're going to go and spend some time. We are in Miami, and one of the things that I really get people to focus on is making your life streamlined. Get things organized in such a way that all you're doing is focusing on what you do best. And I think too, for a lot of people, because they're not focused, they don't have a lot of direction. I plan this way before my trip. So when I'm planning well in advance, it's telling me I'm incredibly focused. And if we're not planning this way, we don't get the results that we would like to have. So focus and planning is so vital to me. Hey gentlemen, great connecting with you. Last time we connected, I think it was with Frank Kern and Brendan Burchard at the Green Room. Stay in touch with me. Let's make sure we do some stuff together. See ya. The reason too that I like to keep things streamlined is because I want to accomplish and do so much. And to do so much, if you want to focus and get a lot of things done, if you don't have things streamlined, you can't. You're always complaining about, well, I can't do this or I can't do that, and this is what it's about. And for a lot of people, they feel like, wow, how do I get, to have this organization and have people, like what I have here? But that doesn't happen overnight. But you got to do little things every single day to make sure you're totally on target and totally focused. Said she would call me back and switch it for Tuesday. Are you aware of any of that? Say that again. Yeah. Okay, if we can rely on him, we need to confirm that it has been changed to the Tuesday, not the Wednesday. And I did speak to the owner, and she said that she's checking, she'd call me right back and never did. And I think that was supposed to be Friday. So yeah, we definitely need to know because that's tomorrow, right? All right, well, keep me posted. We're going to be there in a little bit. The traffic is not the greatest, so I'm going to get some work done while we're driving. Okay, appreciate it. You're the bomb. See ya. Pays to have good people, and I think a lot of companies really screw up because they don't hire the right people, and we've all done it. We've hired the wrong person, right? And it costs a lot of money. In fact, when we go to Sandals, and that's actually my billionaire mentor, the gentleman that owns Sandals Resorts, and I'm going to try to get a quick little interview for you with the HR person, and this woman is amazing, and she'll tell you stuff that you need to do to hire people and not do that the average person just doesn't even think of. So I'm very fortunate to have her to call every so often as I need, and also I'm very fortunate that Sandals brings me in and has me do training for their managers and a lot of their team, so we're going to be able to get an inside look at Sandals Resorts as well.
Well, that's not true. But
Yeah, it is. I want you to, what's the biggest mistake people make when they hire somebody? What do you think?
And as far as an HR person?
HR person or any but small companies, what's the biggest mistake you think somebody makes?
Goodness, wow, you're putting me on the spot. Let me think. All right. Maybe assessment, a lack of an assessment test.
So not having the right people to fit the right job?
Yeah.
I think a lot of people pick somebody too quick.
Yes.
Because you guys go through, how many interviews before you bring somebody on if you bring them on?
A lot.
Hear that?
A lot of interviews.
Hire slow, fire fast.
Yes.
Right?
And it really is trying to find the right fit. And sometimes what you see is not what you get, right? So you'll think you're getting someone
I did
that's
that in a
got
relationship now.
Yes, getting the right fit, and it turns out that that it's not.
Yeah.
You know, people I know on the interview side, they kind of tell HR people what they think we want to hear, and it's really not. You know, it's doing us a disservice, but to them as well,
Sure.
It's not a good fit.
In a year, how many applications do you get?
Hundreds.
Hundreds.
For one job, I can get 300 resumes.
That's crazy. Unreal.
Hundreds.
Thank you, Miss Genius HR.
Oh my goodness.
Why are you taking
You're
pictures?
good on that camera. We got more to go.
Why are we taking pictures?
Because you're a star. How are you? In Miami Beach now. We unfortunately. Laz, what's up, buddy? It's Gary Cox, man. How you doing? Ah, not too bad. Congratulations on the new store there, buddy. That's very good. Well deserved, man. Good for you. So business is well? Good to hear. Good to hear. Well, the boss says for me to come down and see you guys, and I'm going to be around in town in the next week or so. So he wanted me to get with you and connect a date to come in and do some training with your team, like we did about I don't know, maybe a year and a half ago at the other store. Route will be just the Thunder transition, and time in flight will be 1 hour and 10 minutes with 4 souls. Alrighty, we used our wheelchair today. Didn't get to have the cameras in for my amazing mentor, but it is what it is. So we're getting ready to head out. We still got a full day still to go. You know, one of the things that we'll do before we take off, obviously, is we'll pre-flight the airplane. And let's come this way. And one thing I see that a lot of people don't do in their life day to day is to pre-flight. So before we take off, we're gonna pre-flight. We're gonna make sure everything is working right. And this is mandatory. And I wanna make sure in your day-to-day activities, you have things set up that are mandatory, that when you get ready to start your day, you do things mandatory to keep yourself focused and knowing what you've got to plan out and do. For me, I write down my goals every single morning. I do that religiously. So make sure you're doing things on a regular basis to keep yourself very, very focused and make it mandatory. It would be stupid for me to take off without checking everything before. So my point in telling you that is, it would be foolish for us to start our days without getting things really planned. You know, you see people driving around doing their makeup and, you know, half dressed and having to run to go and get a coffee or whatever. It's just a lack of planning.
Okay, minimums on this baby will be 332 feet. How far from 400 feet to go?